Welcome children to our today's session, history lesson number 2, from hunting gathering to growing crops. Children, in the last session we have seen up to the names and dates, right? How the archaeologists have divided the dates, the periods into 3 categories, that is Paleolithic period, Mesolithic period and Neolithic period. So Paleolithic period we have seen that it extends from 2 million years to 12,000 years ago. Here the early stone tools were found. Again Mesolithic period, it is also called as Middle Stone Age period. It extends from 12,000 till 10,000 years ago. It is a period where the advanced stone tools were found. It is a period where stone tools were found very tiny, and this was called as microliths. And third one, we have seen about Neolithic period. It started from 10,000 years ago. So advanced stone tools were made in this period. So now we will go to next concept, children, that is beginning of farming and herding. As we have seen that there was a climatic change, environmental change, and because of this environmental change the climate became warm and warm, and because of this warm climate there was an increase in green plants, there was increase in plants, and because of this there was again an increase of many animals, and which led to availability of enough food and shelter for the humans. So due to this climatic changes, what happened, people they observed that new plants sprouted from the seeds and that fell on the ground. So they started taking care, protecting them from birds, animals, and thus in this way they became the farmers. So first of all, earlier they were hunters and gatherers, but afterwards when they have observed that new plants they started sprouting from the seeds that fell on the ground. So what they did, they started taking care of these plants. They started protecting them from birds and animals, and in this way they became the farmers. From hunters and gatherers they became farmers now, because they started taking care of these plants. Now again they started attracting and taming the animals. They started earlier they used to hunt the animals, but now they started attracting and taming these animals that are gentle by leaving food near their shelter. Means how they started attracting these animals? By leaving the food near the shelter. And dog, it was the first to be tamed. So first animal which was tamed by these early humans was dog, and again sheep, goat, cattle and pigs were also tamed. In this way they became the they became the herders. So people protected them from wild animals and they became the herders. So in this way they started protecting these animals and they became herders. So this is how, children, from hunters and gatherers they became farmers and herders. Now as they started cultivating the crops, they started producing more and more plants. They started cultivating crops like wheat, barley, rice. Now there was a question for them to where to store these grains, right? So as the people they started growing these crops, they started, then what happened, when once you start growing the crops, then we have to stay at that place to protect them. So these people also they started settling at one place for a longer time till the grains were ripened. Understood? So this grain again it was stored in clay pots. You can see this image. They used to store the grains in such clay pots, then woven baskets, and again also they dug the pits into the grounds. So understood how they stored? They stored the grains in the clay pots, again woven baskets, and they also dug pits into the ground to store these grains. Now towards a settled life. Now as they started cultivating crops, okay, then they started storing the grains. Now next thing what happened, once they started cultivating these crops, there was a question for them to settle, okay. They have to settle at a place. So these humans, these early humans now, once they started cultivating crops, started taking care of domesticating the animals, then they started settling their life at a one place, okay. So how can we know, how we came to know about this? That is, the archaeologists, they have found the huts and houses in Burza home, okay. Burza home is in Kashmir, where people built pit houses. Pit houses means underground, okay. Underground houses are called pit houses. So is to provide them shelter in cold weather. So how can we come to know that they have settled, these people they have settled at a particular place? This we can come to know by, as these archaeologists, they have found the houses and huts in Kashmir, in Burza home, that is in Kashmir, where these people they build pit houses to provide them shelter in the cold weather. Again, they also found cooking hearths. Now I will show you the picture, children, cooking hearth. They also found cooking hearths where people cook food indoors or outdoors. Again, polished stone tools were found. Then mortars, pestles were used for grinding grains and plant produce. So again, these archaeologists, they have found polished stone tools, then mortars, pestles, where these all things were found there in these places, and these were used for grinding the grain and plant produce. Then next one is earthen pots were found for storing and cooking. So even the archaeologists, they have found earthen pots for storing and cooking. See this picture, okay, this is a picture of cooking hearth. These people, they are cooking the food here depending upon the season. Then this is the pestles, these are some stone tools, okay, polished stone tools found in this Neolithic age. Now the last concept of our lesson is Mehraghar, okay. What is this Mehraghar? So this Mehraghar is an earliest agricultural village settlement, okay. It is a village agricultural settlement where these people settled. So what is the importance of this Mehraghar? First of all, it is located near Bolan Pass. It is an important route to Iran, okay. So while going to Iran, it is located near Bolan Pass, an important route to Iran, this Mehraghar. The people, they grew wheat, barley. Again, they started rearing the sheep and goats for the first time in Mehraghar, means for the first time these animals were reared in Mehraghar. Again, archaeologists, they have found the evidence of bones of animals, okay. Even the bones of animals were found in this place. Again, also they found remains of square or rectangular houses, means at this place Mehraghar, archaeologists, they have found the houses in the shape of square or rectangular, each house with 4 compartments, okay. Each house was having 4 compartments, some of which may be used for storing. Again, they found the burial sites, okay, where the people were buried with animals or with their tools, etc. So these archaeologists, they also found the burial sites, means dead body was buried with the, here in your textbook there is a picture, that the picture of dead body which was buried with a goat, means even the dead body of the person was buried with animals also. So when people died, relatives, friends, they used to pay respect to them, okay. They believed that there is some form of life even after death, means even from that time also these people, they believed that after death there is a life, they believed that there is some form of life even after death. So they used to come to respect the dead body. So children, see, this is the picture of a dead body okay, in Mehragarh, where the archaeologists have found this skeleton. Again, here this picture is given in your textbook, where the human body, dead body, it is buried with the goat. Okay, you can see this animals, goats. And here this is a house in Mehragarh. Okay, this house, it has 4 compartments. Okay, this is what a house in Mehragarh may have looked like. So why this Mehragarh was important? Because here it is the first village where the wheat, barley was produced and the animals were reared. Again, it is a place where the evidence of bones of animals was found, and here the house was in the shape of rectangle or square with 4 compartments. Again, the burial sites were found at this in Mehragarh, and here the people believed that there is some form of life after the death. So children, so this was your last topic of your lesson. Just I will show you where is Mehragarh in the PPT, in our map. Okay, here is the Mehragarh. Okay, a way to Iran. So this is a place where we are just now what I have taught you. Okay, Mehragarh. So just we will recapitulate, children, now whatever we have studied from starting. Okay, so in this lesson, first we have seen, just we will recapitulate that first trains were used about 150 years ago, and buses, but before that how would these people have moved from one place to another. Then we have seen the features of hunters and gatherers. Again, next one we have seen the reasons for moving, why they used to move from one place to another. They maybe if they must have thought that if they are settled at one place, then they would have eaten up all the plants and animals. One more reason was also animals, as they move from place to place, even these human beings, they started following their movements. Then we have seen according to season wise also, these people started moving from season to season, and again for the need of water to further survival, they started moving from place to place. Then we have seen about the stone tools, how different types of stone tools were made by these early humans, and for what purpose they use these stones. That is, they use these stones for cutting meat, bones, scraping the bark of the trees. Again, these bones, these tools were they were attached to the bones or wood to make the spears and for hunting. Okay. Then next topic, we have seen the 3 sites where these people used to live, that is habitation site, factory site, and habitation cum factory site. Next one, we have discussed what is habitation site. It is a place where they can get adequate food and water. One of the example is Bhimbetka, that is in Madhya Pradesh. Again, factory site we have seen, it is a site where good quality stones were found. And last one is habitation cum factory. It means where good quality of stones were also found, plus that place was sufficient for food and water. So one of the example is Hansgi, where these tools were made of limestones. Then we have seen this map, okay, Paleolithic sites, Neolithic sites, megalithic sites where early village was found, and now how modern cities have developed. Then children, again I will show you some pictures of caves and rock shelters afterwards. Then we have seen how these early humans, they have used 2 techniques for making the stone tools. One was stone on stone and second was pressure flaking. Then next one, the importance of discovery of fire. This was the greatest achievement of the early humans. Or how they found it? They found by drying the 2 stones. When rubbed together, the spark of fire was produced, and in this way they invented the fire, which was used for cooking, clearing forest and scaring the wild animals. Then we have seen the rock paintings of Bhimbetka in Madhya Pradesh, and again we have seen the caves in which the early people used to live, and they used to decorate their walls with such paintings of animals. Then we have seen a slight change in the environment, and this changing environment, it led to the availability, good food availability for people, which resulted in the development of grasslands and increase in herbivorous animals. Then again we have seen how the archaeologists have divided the early period in 3 categories: Paleolithic, Mesolithic and Neolithic. So first period was called as Paleolithic, then Middle Stone Age period, and next one is Neolithic period, where the advanced stone tools were made and crops were cultivated. Again we have seen beginning of farming and herding, means because of these climatic changes, these hunters and gatherers, they became the farmers and herders. Means they started, at first they used to hunt the animals, but now they started domesticating the animals, and dog was the first animal to be domesticated, and later on sheep, goat, cattle, pigs were also tamed, and thus they started protecting these animals from the other wild animals, and they became the herders. And again they also started taking care of the plants. Okay, when they observed that new plants were sprouted from the seeds that fell on the ground, so they started taking care of these plants, they started protecting them from birds, animals, and in this way they became the farmers. Again once they started cultivating crops, then there was a question of where to store. So they started storing this grain in these clay pots, woven baskets and dug pits into the ground. And again they started settling at one place for a longer time till the grain was ripened. And thus they started having a settled life. Means how we can come to know that they have started settling at one place? Because archaeologists have found the houses in Kashmir where people built pit houses to provide them shelter in cold weather. Again they found cooking hearths, then polished stone tools were found, again mortars and pestles were used for grinding the grain, and earthen pots were found for storing and cooking. So these were the pictures which we have shown today. Again importance of Mehragarh, I have told you that it is located near Bolan Pass, an important road to Iran. Then people, first time they have started growing here wheat, barley, and they started rearing the animals. Again the bones of animals were found here. Then the houses were divided into 4 compartments. Then dead body was buried with goat. That was one example given in your textbook which we have seen. And again when people died, relatives and friends, they used to come to respect them because they believed that there is some form of life even after the death. And then again we have seen these pictures of a skeleton, and here the dead body, it is buried with some animals like goat, and this is the house in Mehragarh. So children, hope you have understood this very well, today's our lesson. Okay. So just once we will have a look to this cave paintings again. Okay. See this one again I am showing you how the animals are so nicely they are painted on these rocks. See these pictures. Okay. So these were some pictures which we have seen of rock paintings and cave paintings. Now just we will go through the notes of the lesson. Take out your textbook children. You see, yeah, this is a picture of a house, okay, made by this early humans. This is the Udgiri caves which I have shown you. It is in Madhya Pradesh. Now we will go to some just open your textbook, just we will have a look on these notes and page number. Just open your textbook, complete the sentences. Okay. First one, hunter gatherers choose to live in caves and rock shelters because, what is the answer? Because they found protection from rains, winds and sunlight. Children, write this answer in your textbook. Why they lived in caves and rock shelters? Because, right, they found protection from rains, winds and sunlight. Next one, grasslands developed around dash. So grasslands were developed around 12,000 years ago. Now your next question is, why do people who grow crops have to stay in the same place for a long time? So answer, Why they have to stay at one place for a long time? Because when they plant a seed, okay, it takes some time, right? It takes some time to grow. So depending upon the time of seeds used, the time taken would have varied from days, weeks, months and years. So it means they had to stay in the same place to take care of these plants by watering, weeding, driving away animals and birds. So this is the reason why they have to stay at one place. Again, next question is, why do archaeologists think that many people who lived in Mehragarh were hunters to start with and that herding became more important later? So archaeologists, they found the bones of many animals such as deer in the earlier levels. Hence, they could conclude that there were hunters to start with. Herding became important because they found bones and sheep and goat in the later levels. Next question is, why did the hunters and gatherers travel from place to place, and in what ways are they similar or different from the reason for which we travel today? So there might be 4 reasons why they traveled from place to place. They would have been eaten, if they would have stayed at one place, what would have happened? They would have eaten up all the animals and plant resources. Again, as animals move from place to place, they had to follow their movements. Then trees and plants, they bear the fruits in different season. So these people, they have to move from season to season. And again, the last reason was they need water for their survival. So they will go, naturally they will go to that place where they could find adequate water for their living. So these are the 4 reasons why they traveled from place to place. Next one is, list 3 ways in which hunters and gatherers used fire. Okay. So these hunters, they used fire for clearing the forest area, then second point for cooking, and third point for protecting themselves from the wild animals. Again, last question is, list 3 ways in which the lives of farmers and herders would have been different from that of hunters and gatherers. Means how the lives of farmers and herders was different from hunters and gatherers. So farmers and herders would stay in one location, whereas hunters and gatherers, they have to move from place to place following the movements of the animals. Okay. So first difference was, farmers, they have to stay at one place, whereas these hunters, they have to move from place to place. Then second point, farmers and herders would stay in herds or houses. Means they started preparing houses, making houses, and they started living in the houses for much time, whereas the hunters and gatherers earlier, they would stay in the caves. Again, for farmers and herders, the food source would be crops and domesticated animals like sheep, goat, whereas hunters would rely on wild animals as the source of food. Means for these farmers and herders, the source of food was plants and domesticating animals like sheep and goat, but whereas for hunters, they would rely on wild animals as the source of their food. So hope children, you have understood all these notes very properly, question answers of this lesson. So just go through this lesson, read the lesson, okay, read the lesson and see if you have any doubt, ask me, and try to solve this, complete the sentences and question answers. This year there is a slight change in your syllabus. Okay, lesson number 2, there is a slight change. So refer the new textbook for your this year's syllabus, and again once again I will tell you to go through the map, see find the places where I have shown you. We will just see again a map, which map I have told you, just wait. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So this map, you just go through this map once again in the textbook. Mark these places, just get a map of India and mark all these sites, Paleolithic sites, Neolithic sites, megalithic sites where early village was found and where these modern cities are found, and all these important places you just mark on the map and paste it in your notebook. So Paleolithic sites means, like I have told you, Kurnool caves, you can show Hansgi, you can show Burzahom, not Burzahom, Hansgi, Kurnool, and again Neolithic sites you can go to Adilachur. Wait just a second. Yeah, Neolithic sites you can find in Payampelli and Hallur. So just locate these places in your map, children. Okay, at least two places you can locate. Then megalithic sites you can locate at Brahmagiri and Chulur, Adi Chunlur. Again early villages, it is at Inamgaon, and modern cities Mumbai and Kolkata. So this is your homework. Just get a map of India and locate all these sites, locate these places in your map and paste it in your notebook. So children, hope you have understood this lesson very well. Okay, whatever we have today we have seen that how these people were on their move. Again, what are the skills they required for hunting and gathering. Again, we have seen that how we can come to know about these people. Then again we have seen which places or which sites these early humans they choose to live, and how they discovered the fire. Okay, and next what is the next point we have seen in this lesson, that is changes in environment, how the changes in environment led to change the hunters and gatherers to become farmers and herders. So thus it led to the starting of Neolithic age, means beginning of farming and herding. Then at last we have seen the towards a settlement of life, and then we have seen the importance of Mehragar. So children, hope you have understood all these topics very clearly. Once again I request you to go through the textbook, read the textbook carefully, and let me know your doubts. So till then we will meet again in our next session. Till then, goodbye and thank you very much.